I say it's good to chew on both sides of your mouth so your face doesn't get unbalanced. What do you guys eat for snacks? I like Cosmic Crisp apples. That's how babies be eating too. They kind of put their lips like that. That was a very delicious apple. This channel is about FBA women doing the very least and getting lots of followers and not doing much of anything, just enjoying our life and relaxing and never worried about anything or any Dusty or anyone that's leaving comments or anything. Hi. Right now I'm just, doing the bare minimum, enjoying life. My husband's at work. I'm not worried about anything, dear. And now let's do my facial exercises with me, dear. And we're just gonna take this knuckle here and we're gonna move up. Hello, my dear. Hello, my dear. And move it up like this. I was just telling the people that this channel is about, foundational Black American women doing the least, dear. Enjoying life. Breathing air and breathing good American air. Not worry about not getting harassed at work. Just enjoying life. What are you guys doing? This is another favorite exercise. I just take my two little knuckles here and I go up, and that's gonna keep this jaw savagey. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna keep this jawline savagey. Now, ladies, if you want to work, you can work. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I'm just doing the least right now. But I'm actually doing a lot because this will carry over in my life and keep my skin. I'm 35 years old. Okay, so I swear by these facial workouts. You go in the brush. That's funny. If it was once your land, it will always be your land, brother. Hello, Carl. How are you doing today, dear? We're just here, doing our facial exercises. This one is for a double chin. Anyone suffering from double chin? I hear you. Just kiss up. Mwah. Mwah. It's like you're kissing God. Mwah. Kissing God will give you a slimmer chin, dear. Mwah. Love you, God. Mwah. Love you, God. Mwah. It's hanging in there. Mwah. You gotta give kisses to God if you don't want a turkey neck. Mwah. Mwah. Give God his praise. Mwah. I think the way we're gonna get back into our FBA leadership role. Not saying that anyone is a leader. I'm just saying FBAs are leader. The whole group are leaders, you know? Like, I feel like if we are mixed with African blood, it's the royal African blood because that's who they was capturing. The tribes are capturing other royals, noble people, you know, craftsmen, mason, people who could do stuff, builders, leaders, kings, queens, princesses. The Queen of Senegal was captured and placed into slavery. So, you know, I think the people that was placed into slavery that came from Africa were kings and queens. And then, you know, when we got here and we got freed and we mixed with the natives in slavery, we were raped by the YT. So that's how we got the YT blood. And then, of course, yeah, we do all come from Africa. Like, even the natives that were here, they eventually came from Africa. They were talking about Negritos today in Asia. 10,000 years ago, they did come from Africa, went to Asia, and they, you know, what's it called? Adapted. They adapted. So, you know, FBAs are adapted. We adapted. And we will always adapt. As long as we delineate, and don't stop being so trusting of everybody. Make them show you their loyalty. And I don't even think they're capable of being loyal to each other. So they can't be loyal to us if they can't be loyal to each other. Anyway. And all that royal blood is how we were able to accomplish all that stuff. All that royal and Nubian mixed blood is what gave us our strength, our braveness, our ability to look at some stuff and be like, that don't look right. Slavery, that don't look fair. Me picking all this cotton and you getting all that money, that don't seem right. Something doesn't seem right. So it's so important for FBAs to get, why is it important for FBAs to get reparations? It's important because we have to be put back in our original positions, and they can never give us really all our original stuff that they took, the language, the religion, the everything that we had to be a complete person. They took all that, stripped us of all our stuff that made us, you know, a community, replaced it with their YT stuff, language, religion, and all that. And the only way we could be, but it just put a Band-Aid on the cut. It didn't heal. It didn't heal the matter because during slavery, you know, we were treated so poorly that we treated each other poorly. And because that's all we knew. I mean, if everyone's treating you bad, then you're going to obviously start treating yourself bad, right? So I hear myself echoing in the room, so that means somebody's watching me, but that's okay. There's no way to render, it's too late. Like, during Reconstruction was the time to really help foundational Black Americans when they got out of slavery. That was the time to really help them. But instead of receiving the help we needed, we got the KKK and we were hung from trees, killed, cities burned down, raped, kidnapped, all that. And from that, even though black people lost so much from that, we also gained a lot. We gained a lot of knowledge and we gained a lot of power by getting a lot of laws put on the books. Most of the laws put on the books are from during the Jim Crow Reconstruction era, when we were learning how to civilize people. So we need to get reparations as a way to become a complete person again. Those 400, 300 years of no payments, but continuous working and raping and enslaving and capturing and kidnapping and testing and injecting and all that. The 400, 500 years that black people went through all that, that set us back 400, 500 years. So the people who weren't getting discriminated against, they were able to move forward. But the people who had the Jim Crow, the KKK, the racism, they were pushed back. So a lot of people want to know, how come some black people aren't doing so well now? If you have 500 years of bombs being dropped on you, being lynched, cities being burned down, contaminated dumps in your community, constant harassment, constant beatings, constant killings, it's constant harassment, constant. You're not able to function as a person when you're going through all that racism and all that segregation and degradation. Reparations is the only thing that can put us back as a complete and whole person. That's the whole point of a lawsuit, is to put you back whole. One guy I know fell off a turnpike. He has to have, while working, he has to get compensation to put him back whole, because he will never be the same again. That's why African Americans, foundational black Americans need reparations to be put back whole again. I'm yapping nonsense. Why? Give your reasoning. My reasoning for reparations is that, because think about it, one traumatic episode could make you flip. So if foundational black Americans went through 500 years of traumatic episodes, how can you reverse that? If you don't even have the mental institutions to handle all that. You don't have the capabilities to handle, because you gotta understand, like, okay, whippings, right? Whippings. That was constant during slavery. After the whippings, yeah, we were free, but there was nothing to say, okay, yeah, we had y'all in chains for about 200 years, picking all this cotton. You done made us about trillions of dollars. We just gonna let y'all go. And we're gonna say it's all good. Have a great life. You're free now. You know, you can't come to my college. You can't come to my grocery store. You can't come to my school. You can't come to my church, but you're free to go. So, but then again, it helped us though. It made us stronger. Segregation made us strong. Black people had their own communities, their own black doctors, their own black dentists. My mama told me. Their own black everything. There was still trauma though from the slave. There was still, they were still struggling, still poor, still just trying to make it work with what they had. And also separate but equal means that you ain't getting no who won. The Civil War was about uniting uniting the United States, becoming one country, right? Moving into the industrialization of America. But they say they had slaves in the North too, so the North wasn't good. Didn't all those black people build New York? Took New York from all those black people. So, what I'm saying is, why reparations are still needed to this day. We need reparations because 500, 400, 300 years of slavery you can't combat that with a doctor degree. You can't. You can produce as many doctors as you want in the foundational Black American community. You still won't combat it because it was just too much time. Centuries of hangings, centuries of killings, centuries of rapings, centuries of burnings, and it just comes to a point where people just be like, okay, I don't want any more. I can't take any more. I'm just gonna sit down and do what I can do. All right, I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. I got some food cooking.